The other day, I was on a hike and I happened across this mushroom. Looked it up, and it appears to be a hen of the woods, which is actually considered a choice edible mushroom. Now, of course, if you ever go picking, make sure to do a spore print. These are supposed to have white spores. I am going to taste a little piece. I'm going to cook it today. So if I don't come back in the next week, um, well, it was nice doing videos with you guys. Anyhow, I think I'll be all right because there aren't really many lookalikes. There are a couple, but they're not seriously problematic. So we'll see if I make it through this. I'm only going to taste a small piece today, but I am going to cook it in a pan right here in some butter, add some garlic, going to add some salt and pepper, and maybe some other spices. So let's get started. All right, so I have a pan of butter here. I have some minced garlic over here. I didn't have the luxury of fresh garlic today, so I'm just gonna make do. Garlic's amazing, can't go without it. So I've rinsed off some, and then I've patted them with a paper towel just to kind of dry them off a little bit. Mushrooms have a lot of moisture, a lot of water content, so you definitely may want to dry them out before you do this. And of course, make sure you know what the heck you're picking. If you're going out there, it is that season. I'm cutting it into some strips just to make it all fit nicely in the pan and get full coverage of that butter and garlic. Make sure to check it for animals and bugs. These mushrooms, Hen of the Woods is this type. They tend to get rather large, and sometimes you will find living things in it. That's another reason to rinse them off before you decide to cook them. I'm going to go ahead and turn on this butter. Just cutting into thin strips. And I'm only going to try a piece today. Even though I am confident in what they are, it's still a good idea not to eat a ton of anything until you have sampled it. If you taste something very bitter or something, that is usually a bad sign. So I recommend not eating anything that's bitter. So make sure you know what you're doing. This is not a recommendation to go out and look for this. You definitely need an expert guide, or at least get a spore print like I'm doing here. And this particular variety, Hen of the Woods, which is a choice gourmet wild mushroom, is something that is known to be safe. There aren't any seriously toxic lookalikes that are that close, but you still want to be safe, so you're going to want to get a spore print. So I'm going to cut these strips into slightly smaller pieces just to make it easier to eat and cook. Should cook a little faster with less. There we go. Just throwing it all in there. I'm going to throw that garlic in a moment. Then we're going to season it up a little bit. So I'm only cooking a limited amount today. I'm going to take a fork out some of this garlic. The more, the better, if you ask me. I can eat garlic just straight like this in butter. There I go, making a mess. You don't have to use as much garlic as me. I'll go ahead and give it a stir. See what we're really working with. So apparently, this variety of mushroom is known to be rather good with garlic. And what isn't good with garlic? Let's be honest. So now I'm going to turn up the heat a bit so we can really get it cooking. Now this is my first time cooking Hen of the Woods, so I'm not speaking from experience here, but I do know that mushrooms, garlic, and butter, you just can't go wrong with that mix. Maybe I should have the RTP cooking show. If you guys like these kind of videos, let me know in the comments what you think. I'm going to put a little bit of salt in there. Not too much salt. Throw some pepper on it. At least I have fresh ground pepper. Might not have garlic today. Smells good. And you don't want to cook them too long. If you cook them too long, they will get rubbery from what I'm reading. And sometimes when you forage for mushrooms, you may actually need to cook them anyway. There's certain varieties that you sort of need to cook. So make sure you're looking into it before you attempt something like this. This is a risky experiment to pick mushrooms and then just eat them. Really, I should be waiting for a spore print, but this particular variety I feel a little bit safer about. But hey, if I don't come back in another week or within a week, I don't know what to tell you. It was nice knowing you. I think I'll be okay though. I'm just going to try a piece of it, and then I'm going to put the rest away for tomorrow. So as long as I'm not sick in the next day or two, I will then eat more. So that is how I'm going to wing it today. I'm going to wing it by trying a little piece. I don't taste anything bitter or anything that resembles poison. Well, I'll take a look at that spore print that I'm doing over there on that aluminum foil. And as long as it's a white spore print, sometimes you can even see it laying down spores before a day. But it's always good to let it sit on either a sheet of aluminum foil like I have over here, or on a piece of paper. But of course, with a white spore print, you're going to have trouble telling that there's white spores dropping. So that's one reason for the reflective aluminum foil here. Now you want to be careful not to burn your garlic, of course. And I might throw some other stuff in here, but for the moment, I'm going to keep it simple. So maybe we'll come up with something else another time. Alright, I'm going to give it a shot. That is delicious. That is a very good mushroom. Very good. Alright. I think I am about done. I just thought I would share this little bit of a vlog today with you guys and show you what I'm up to. So I've been out hiking and foraging for... I didn't even actually mean to be honest with you. I did not mean to find this. This just happened to cross it on a trail. I was out at State Park the other day and didn't find anything, but then I went to a friend's house, and back in their woods I found this, Hen of the Woods, which actually comes from, it actually looks kind of like a hen sitting in the woods. And one key point, and also another reason I feel a little safer about this, is this tends to grow on oak trees specifically, so the root system of the tree and the fungus actually work together with the mycelium and the just the way it chooses oak trees in general. I don't know all of the details on that, but I do know there is a bit of a symbiotic relationship going on. So I'm going to turn off the burner here, and it turned out pretty good, I think. I only tried a little piece, but I don't taste anything that's bitter. I'm not getting a tingling on the tongue, which is another sign sometimes of a toxin. Nothing that is giving me wary feeling. And I am very confident that I picked the right one. So, like I said, if I don't see you soon, it was nice knowing you. Let me know what you think in the comments. So I'll be back with another video with you guys. Maybe I'll do another random vlog sometime.